This is a documentary about the powerful impact and enduring legacy of the sit-in movement that took place in 1960 around 55 cities and 13 states, illuminating the collective courage and resilience of activists who challenged racial segregation through nonviolent civil disobedience.
The sit-in campaign and the creation of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee demonstrated the potential strength of grassroots militancy and enabled a new generation of young people to gain confidence in their own leadership.
The sit-ins movement was a nonviolent protest in 1960s. In the civil rights movement, it was a significant and impactful event because of diverse reasons, but the three most relevant and important ones are nonviolent protest, young-led movement, and inspiration. The first one is nonviolent protest, which was an important event because it's exposing injustice and at the same time avoiding violence. The second reason is because of the movement was led by young African American college students. The third reason is inspiration because the success of sit-ins movement inspired for more successful events.
Now we're going to talk about in detail about the sit-in movement. The sit-in movement was also part of a period called the American Civil Rights Movement. The American Civil Rights Movement was a mass protest related to discrimination and racial segregation of black people. The people of the sit-in movement were mostly students, colored and white students. Then the movement expanded to Nashville, Tennessee. This protest was non-violent, and this was because of the fact that a student from the university called Vanderbilt University, located in Nashville, Tennessee, led workshops on Gardner nonviolence, which is a reflection about the non-injury and non-killing emotions, changing into a positive emotion of not using violence or any type of aggression. This helped in the sense that the movement attracted more people to participate and grow bigger. The sit-in movement was fighting the Jim Crow law that lasted from 1877 to 1954.
Had inspired sit-ins in 78 cities across the South and motivated other college students to become freedom riders.
The impact of the sit-in movement is the sense of more power of rights for African Americans, having the success for the process about the Jim Crow law, and it was a demonstration about the dissatisfaction of many African Americans. Even the sit-in protest did have an impact, more specifically for white Southerners. This includes different locals and businesses.
Without that continuum, I'm not so sure that we would have an African-American president-elect.
Although the sit-in movement had an impact in South Carolina, the only way that this process didn't have enough success was to create national attention for any kind of federal intervention.
The Southern University students' arrests and convictions were overturned in 1961 by the U.S. Supreme Court. The sit-in movement started to see some success, and it was helped with the efforts of a new organization, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. The protests were against the Jim Crow segregation laws and customs, ticket booths, and other public spaces. It also banned black people from being served at store lunch counters. The sit-in movement continued to gain momentum, and by August 1961, sit-ins had attracted over 70,000 participants and generated over 3,000 arrests.
This movement has had a big impact on the whole world by contributing on fight of inequality struggle for inequality on the human civil rights. This movement has influenced the entire world for good. After this movement was recognized around the world, it did bring some benefits like inspiration for nonviolent protest, more equality on human rights, and social and legal changes in societies.